let's get right to CB Cotton, who is live in Utah with brand new details on this investigation. CB, we learned a whole lot yesterday. What is the latest?
Todd, Carly, good morning. Yes, the hunt for Charlie Kirk's killer now stretches into day 2, and investigators are turning to the public for help. The FBI says this newly released video shows the gunman racing across the rooftop and dropping to the ground on the day of the shooting. We're told a palm impression and other smudges were left behind that investigators now hope to use to collect DNA. After this quick escape, you can see the person walking through the parking lot. Agents say they found the gun used, a high-powered bolt-action rifle that was dumped in a nearby wooded area. The FBI is now making an urgent plea for the public to help identify this person of interest. The newly released images show the man described as college-age, wearing a baseball cap, dark sunglasses, and a black shirt with an eagle and American flag.
The public has answered our call for action. So far, we've received more than 7,000 leads and tips. I would just note that the FBI hasn't received this many digital media tips from the public since the Boston Marathon bombing.
And then there's this chilling video obtained by TMZ, which appears to show that person of interest walking by several neighborhood surveillance cameras. The FBI had previously said its teams had spoken to people who live nearby as the agency tries to zero in on the gunman. President Donald Trump saying yesterday he's confident the country will be given answers soon on who killed the 31-year-old.
Well, I hear they're making big progress, and we'll have to see what happens.
Do you have any indication of the shooter's motivation, sir?
I have an indication, yeah, but we'll let you know about that later.
At the latest press conference held yesterday evening, officials took no questions, but FBI Director Kash Patel was there, and we were told he has surveyed the crime scene. Todd, Carly, back over to you.
CB Cotton live for us in Utah. CB, thank you. Let's bring in retired FBI Supervisory Special Agent Scott Duffey. Scott, do you think the FBI knows the name, who this killer is?
Yeah, good morning, Todd and Carly. From what I saw yesterday at the conference, they may have an idea, but they are in definite need of the public's help. So I don't think they would have released additional photos and put out the information unless they absolutely needed the public's help. And so thereby, I think they still need a name.
Yeah, and one thing that they may have right now, Scott, is DNA evidence, because this person of interest, as they're calling him right now, left behind a palm print and also appears to have dropped the weapon. So that's got to be huge. And we learned through the Brian Kohlberger case that even if a criminal does not already have a criminal record, there's still a way to find out who they are through DNA.
Oh, yeah. So the DNA is going to be important. So you have a palm print, maybe fingerprints. That's going to help in order for the prosecution to be able to say the individual we have took palm prints, fingerprints, compared them. They're a match through a fingerprint expert. But the DNA is going to help them in lieu of having a name right now and being able to do an IgG or some genealogy investigation and be able to come up with a name. They need a name.
Your specialty is actually fugitive hunting, but how do you hunt a fugitive that you haven't identified yet, if this is in fact the case?
It's a great question, Todd. So yes, you're going to need a name in order to be able to pursue who you are looking for in order to identify, locate, and arrest the shooter. So the fugitive aspect is working jointly with the homicide investigation, with the investigators who are looking to put the evidence together to say, this is the person who was the shooter, this is the person who we have put out that is in video. And so thereby, the fugitive aspect is, now that we have a name, let's go find him.
Yeah, and we now have images. I mean, we're looking at them right now, so we have some semblance of what this person looks like. Hair color, an estimation of age, body type. What do you make of the person we're seeing in these images when you look at them?
Yeah, it's an individual, a young individual who is desperate. It is not a professional. I would agree that this is a person who has proficiency in firearms, at least in this particular firearm, to be able to take a shot, one shot, and to be able to hit their mark. They had a plan. We'll see how long that plan took place in order to get to this day. But this is also an individual who didn't have an exit plan. They were able to get off the roof and be able to get through a neighborhood and disappear. But there's plenty of evidence left behind to identify and put this person away.
Scott, in your experience, is this killer more likely to be arrested or to eventually take their own life as authorities move in?
Yeah, typically we see from a mass shooter, an active shooter, where the person, the shooter's life is cut short either by taking their own life or that of a law enforcement intervention. This is a person that I believe is still on the loose, is alive, will be caught. So I think this person has a message to deliver, not only from this horrific shooting and the silencing of a voice, but I believe this person has additional information that they want to get out there.
And in the meantime, we heard from the governor yesterday say we may not have caught this person yet, but we're going to use our time wisely and prepare this case as a death penalty case, so we certainly know where things are going. Retired FBI Supervisory Special Agent Scott Duffey, thank you for joining us.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey. I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.